Hello, my name is Mikhail Chuprakov. I'm founder of Nice Play Games and the lead of the team that developed Potion Craft.
So, Mikhail, how did this idea for this game come about? An alchemy sim game. Where did this idea come from?
The idea of alchemy game was from a long time ago, from my childhood, I think. I always wanted to make a game about alchemy, and I tried a few before. In fact, one of the first games that I made, the first game on Pascal was about alchemy. So, and I've made a few alchemy games after that, just for fun. And the potion craft idea was kind of a mix of mechanics that I wrote in a long time ago. But one of the main things that pushed me to make the game was playing Kingdom Come Deliverance, and there is a mini game in this RPG where you can craft potions. So the alchemy mini game, and it feels very cool. And the atmosphere there is very nice and medieval. I liked it a lot, but I didn't like some control problems and controls weren't flexible enough for me. So, for example, if you want to grind something, you just press grind it, and the character is just grinding it, and you can't control it. So, and if you want to use the bellows to make the water more hot, you just press use bellows, and your character just do it. And it was a lack of flexibility of controls for me, and I wanted to do it myself, to grind something, to use bellows myself in that proportions that I want, not just one by one.
Can you talk about you have some pretty unique mechanics in your game? Like you have this, kind of want to call it a map, but it's a map in the background where you're able to, like you said, use the bellows or use the grinder to grind your herbs up, and you kind of trace it, and you kind of want to go to a certain point sometimes you want to experiment and go to another point. It's almost like a talent tree in a way, or like a roadmap of where your potion is going to be made based on what you put in it. Can you talk about that mechanic a little bit?
Yeah, it's one of the main mechanics of the game. Yes, we call it alchemy map, and it kind of looks like a real map in any RPG. So you travel on it, you discover.
Sorry, cat. He's very rude.
You discover some places, you try to find new effects for potions, you try to avoid danger zones. It wasn't in the first design. I had to come up with this mechanic after some time, because I knew that we'll need to make something interesting to create potions more flexible, so you can have different recipes for the same potion effect. For example, to create healing potion, I can use two terrarias and one water bloom, or maybe I can use two green mushrooms, or one green mushroom, one terraria, and one water bloom, or whatever you want. So it's really flexible, and that's what I wanted from the beginning, but I didn't know what exactly I wanted. So it came up after a bit, and in fact, some of the commenters on Reddit helped me by saying that one game has similar mechanics to Alchemy, and it was the Red Strings Club game. It's a game where you playing as bartender and you have to mix cocktails. And I liked the mechanic with the mixing cocktails. It's pretty simple, but it's interesting. Therefore, there are four types of alcohol, and you need to mix them that way that you have a pointer on the center of like a small map, and one of the alcohols make the pointer goes down, one alcohol to go up, and two to go right and to the left, and you have to mix them right to make the pointer go to the certain point, and it kind of looks like alchemy map mechanic in Potion Craft, but in Potion Craft it's different, but it has the same basic mechanics.
Now, a lot of your game that I've noticed and what I've seen is, I feel like this would be a really good game to have on mobile. Was that ever a goal for you? Will it eventually go on mobile? I just feel with the touchscreen, there's so many opportunities to use the bellows and mash the ingredients and stir the pot, and stuff like that.
We get it a lot from players. Yeah, a lot of players say that that would be amazing for mobiles. And actually, before the start of the real development, I mean, when we assembled the team, I got a lot of comments that it's not a PC game, it's a mobile. But I saw it as a PC game in the first place. But I also think that it would be cool on mobiles if we rework some GUI and some texts, because for now, if you just open it on your iPhone, for example, it's too small and you can't just press some buttons. Because on small screens you won't be able to click the right button, and text will be too small. So just porting it to mobiles won't work, and maybe at some point we will consider doing a mobile version. But for now, our main goal is to leave early access on Steam, and I think that consoles have more priority for now than mobile, but we are considering other platforms as well.
The Nintendo Switch has a touchscreen built into it. So
yeah.
Is that something you may take a look at if you decide to port it to the Switch?
I have a Nintendo Switch at home, and I play it a lot. So I think we might consider using both sticks and maybe touchscreen if it fits. We are not sure about the controls on other platforms yet, because it can be tricky, and I'm not sure that it will be as good as it sounds for some people for now.
And then talk about, you have so many art assets to this game. I mean, you went out of your way to make sure that people could customize each potion, its label, even the positioning of the label itself. How many digital art assets do you have in this game?
It's hard to say how much. A lot of gigabytes on our Dropbox. I'd say we have most of them in the game. So we actually work on other stuff, and we have a lot of in progress art or old art that was in progress. And we sometimes make devlogs where we show how it looked in progress. For example, how looked pot cauldron while we were trying to find the right graphical visual for cauldron. And yeah, but actual art is in the game, and what you can find in the game is what we have for now, mostly.
And then talk about the overall art style of the game. It's very unique, almost like a medieval comic book or like, you know, a Renaissance comic book. What were some inspirations behind that?
You know, me personally, I like medieval setting a lot, and fantasy as well. One of my favorite games of all times is Morrowind, for example. And our artist also loves medieval art. And when we started to work together, we found better style than we had before we started to work with the artist. At first, I created graphics myself. It was different, but with the same, I'd say, with the same medieval touch. But together we were able to create much more interesting and quality graphics. So I guess we love this setting, and we love games about it, and we played a lot. So we have and not only me and the artist and other people from our team also love games, and we have experience as a players and as a developers. So I guess love for games and setting.
So you also have another unique mechanic when it comes to haggling. It's almost like a mini game of sorts. Can you talk about that?
Oh yeah, sure. Haggling is one of the most controversial mechanics in the game, and when I came up with it, it's supposed to be something that you do to rest from the slow gameplay, to a little bit change atmosphere.
Just a little bit more diversity in the gameplay.
Yeah, diversity, and it's a time event. I forgot how it's named. So it's time-based event when you need to click in the right time, and
a quick time. It's a quick time event.
Yeah, quick time events.
This is more of a slider that you have to hit, and so I would say it's more like an arcade game or like a carnival game than a quick time event.
Yeah, a lot of people loves this kind of a gameplay, but some people are not that fast, and they don't get sometimes how to play it, and they are sometimes they just say, I don't get how it works, I don't like it, fix the haggling. And also there are some players who are really good at haggling, and they are bored because it's too easy for them. And we have kind of a medium difficulty for now to balance it, but we actually didn't have enough time to balance it well, and to make proper tutorial for haggling. But we really want to improve haggling, so people who play not very good, they like this mechanic, so it will be easier for them. Sometimes they can learn, and they can have fun and get more gold, not less gold than they had before the haggling, which is frustrating for a lot of people. So in the haggling minigame, you can get less from the haggling if you failed. And we also want to make it harder if the player is ready to play harder hagglings. And we have some concepts in work, and I hope we can make it better for everyone, so less people grumpy about the haggling.
And what's the end goal in your game? Like, what's the overall? Do you actually have a way to beat your game?
First of all, I need to say that Potion Craft is a sandbox type of game. So it's in Sandbox you don't actually have the real end game goal, or maybe you have it, but it's not the main point of the game. And for now, there are a few goals, big goals, and there is an Alchemist path book, which is like a goal list of goals, and there are seven parts of this book, and you can complete it one after another until you finish the book. So and one of the main goals is to create a philosopher's stone, which is logical for the game about alchemy. And it actually can take pretty long time to create, because to create philosopher's stone, you have to use the alchemy machine, which is late game or mid game content, and you have to create a lot of different potions to create harder components, which will which is needed to create more harder components, which is needed to create harder components, and then you can create a philosopher's stone. So it's one of the main goals for now, but we want to make more, of course, because sandbox thing is fun, but not for everyone. Some people need objectives in the game, and we understand it, and we want it to it's never bad to create objectives for the sandbox game, and we will add more content while we are working on the game, and we have a lot of plans.
So what's next for your game? I believe the game it was released or came out in early access September 30th, right?
It was pretty long in a demo state. It was free on Steam as a demo after February Steam Festival, and you actually could just play it for free. And we released on September 21, and now the demo is closed, but you can play it in early access for now. And we are going to add more content, add more features, fix balance, fix bugs, and some other stuff. And we already made three important hot fixes. We've made a lot of features that was most asked for. So, and we will be adding big updates with big features and big chunks of content. So we are in early access now, and we are going to release in real release will be after we implement some other features and content.
Awesome. And any plans for Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo Switch down the line?
We have thoughts on working on other platforms, and consoles is the most interesting for us for now, but we don't have the exact dates, plans for now. But I think that consoles and other PC platforms is on the way.
So, man, where can people go to find more information about Potioncraft, and where can they go to support your game? Do you have a Discord, website?
Yeah, we have Discord pretty big for indie game. We have 20,000 people there, and it's actually pretty interesting because there are a lot of creative people who is involved in the game. They create new recipes, they share it, they think how to optimize it, they think how to create potion, for example, using only one type of ingredient. We have weekly challenges which is different every week, and a lot of people participate in it. They talk about it, they create a lot of creative potions, like if we have weekly challenge about potion of a song. So it's you have to create a potion that shows some popular song, and it have to have effects that fits. It have to have description and many other challenges. Yes, we also have a website, but the most important thing for us for now it's Steam page, because we only we sell only there for now on Steam, and Discord, because there are a lot of people, and we also collect feedback through the Discord. We work with feedback, we work with bug reports through Discord. It's very handy for us and for many players as well. And we also have Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Reddit.